welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm BurningDogFace, and we're running around on Zepho, finding secrets that we couldn't get to before. And also fighting bounty hunters that look like refrigerators, but that's beside the point. I'm going to start off this episode by giving a shout out to Necktie Fox, who says, "The Stormtrooper accuracy thing actually goes even deeper than the Death Star escape being a trap. There's actually a bit in the original expanded universe, now Legends, about Stormtrooper equipment varying wildly in quality due to the Empire's rampant corruption and Palpatine actively encouraging his officers to sabotage each other to keep them from threatening him." I feel like he doesn't mention that last part. "Oh, no, your boss is a weak fool. You should definitely plot against him." Lord. So only units in the Imperial Corps, or directly answering to people like Vader, actually have up-to-spec equipment. In the lore, which I think is still true in Disney canon, the reason Rebels don't use Stormtrooper E-11s, if they have any other option, is because they're in-universe a really badly designed military-industrial pork project, I don't know that phrase, that only works as advertised on paper, but rapidly screws up under battlefield conditions. For example, the barrel is a high-maintenance nightmare that rapidly loses accuracy when fired rapidly, which Stormtroopers do all the time. And Stormtrooper armor is supposed to be blaster-proof and double as a spacesuit, but generally only succeeds at looking scary. It's really interesting. I didn't know that about the armor. Which is funny, because I did know that Darth Vader's suit started out in the concept art as just a spacesuit that he happened to be wearing, because the original opening of that movie was they get Leia's ship in a tractor beam, and then Darth Vader fucking Supermans over to the ship from the airlock. Just rips their airlock off and walks inside. But, George Lucas took one look at that concept art and went, holy shit, he has to look like this all the time. And, but yeah, that's very interesting, and also extremely in character for the Empire. And shout out to Elthwar, who says, "I haven't seen the Jedi, the video about those species the Jedi won't recruit from, but I do know there are a few species that canonically do not produce Force sensitives: the Tuskens, the Vulpterine, and Ewoks. So it could be those. I didn't know that about Ewoks. Or Tuskens, for that matter. And frankly, the only reason I know who the Vulpterine are is because my favorite character in Star Wars Episode 1 Racer was Dud Bolt. I know he had, the worst stats, statistically speaking, but weirdly, I liked the way he handled better than all of the others. Fuck me, that was an N64 game. That was a long time ago. I suppose it did come out when Episode 1 was, relevant. Elthwar continues, "A droid that has the ability to tap into the Force, I feel like, will result in another midichlorians debate. Star Wars fandom does not seem to like the Force being quantifiable, which would be necessary to construct a droid that has access to it." And I suppose you have a really good point there. Even I didn't like it when they made it less mystical. Although I love this. There is a non-canon, but officially published comic where the droid R5-D4, the droid that Luke and his uncle almost bought instead of R2-D2 in A New Hope, is a Jedi, who, upon receiving a vision of what would happen if Luke didn't get R2-D2, chose intentionally to cause a malfunction in its motivator to get Luke to pick up R2-D2 instead and fulfill his destiny as a Jedi Knight. I thought that was really, really good. I looked into it. And, well, number one, I really like that it's apparently full of jokes and references, because it was a, sort of joking non-canon story to begin with. I mean, the name of the story is Skippy the Jedi Droid, for God's sakes, as if R5-D4 had a nickname of Skippy. The other thing I liked was that in translated droid speak, exactly what Skippy says to 3PO to get him to nudge Luke in the direction of R2 is, Trust me on this. I'm not the droid you're looking for. Oh yes, but then the story ends with a tragic sacrifice, as it suggests that R5 was killed by a stray stormtrooper bolt in the subsequent raid on the Jawa Sandcrawler. You know, when they were looking for them. But, I'm happy to say at least that part's not canon. I mean, the whole thing isn't canon, but, like, when I was looking at it, I also learned that even in the new canon, R5 survives that motivator explosion. Because, without going into detail on a newer series, apparently he's the astromech droid that helps the Mandalorian on his mission to Mandalore. Huh. Now enough faffing around. Or enough yammering, I should say. I guess I go this way. There's two of them in close proximity to each other. Wait, that way? No. What? There's nothing in that direction. Why are there run walls over here? Curiouser and curiouser. They've just appeared. Maybe this leads to that door. Or maybe I'm going to dead end with an item in a minute. Those holes in the ceiling are intentional, because now I see a whole shitload of shapes carved into the wall in exactly the same shape. And arranged like that, I realize it's a tree. Huh. Like all the scratches on the wall there are a trunk, and you pan up, and all the shapes spreading out are leaves. Weird. Couldn't have done that the last time I was here, that's for sure. Aha! An echo! What is that? That's just a stone. What, did someone use this rock to brain a dude, or is someone sitting on this rock when he had a very clever idea? Let's find out.
This was deliberately destroyed. I can still feel the hate of the act.
Oh. Broken artifacts. That's the bottom half of whatever that thing next to it is. The remains of ancient artifacts deliberately destroyed for some purpose. No, this was not the ones who, this was not the tomb of the one who was, super self-absorbed and ignoring of the old ways. That was, I think, the one on Kashyyyk. Nice view from up here, considering it's all one big room. Oh, God, now I see. That big round area where the elevator is the tree. That's the metaphor. Huh. I'll get down from here safely. Yeah, there we go. Okay, kind of ate shit there, but I didn't take any damage, and that's the important thing. Oh, yes, the actual sarcophagus. So are these guys, like, 12 feet tall, or is this entirely ornamental and he's just in the middle somewhere? Because honestly, from the statues, I earnestly can't tell. Those are big fucking doors, so that wouldn't be the first civilization I'd seen that makes doors bigger than they need to be. I mean, look at the dwarves, for God's sake. They make doors hundreds of times bigger than would ever need to be for a dwarf. Oh, I passed that already. No, I was just going in the wrong direction. Aha! I could have gotten this the last time I was here, I think. Avon calling, knock knock. Okay, I guess I just double jump, or no, that's way too high. Oh, no, he just caught the edge. Hey, and it's... Ew. Well, that's a crate, but this is a Force Echo in what appears to be a very meticulously dismantled Guardian. How odd. I mean, they didn't take the fingers off of the hands, but they took the hand joint off the elbow. They took the little ball out of the middle. I think those two plates there are the halves of the top of the torso. I do not see the head. But someone really, really clobbered this guy, or, meticulously dismantled him with a screwdriver.
This Guardian was destroyed long ago.
Tomb Guardian. A Zepho Tomb Guardian. Powerful automatons that protect the tombs, was destroyed here long ago.
Just need to know, don't you?
And this is...
You always find good things.
Sylvian Iron, a new material for the lightsaber. As opposed to a new material for my boots. I don't know why I specified that. Arg? There's a door. There is a door there. Well, sorry, pottery, but I gotta do this. Oh, it went over the pottery. How funny. Nice air. I had to pull the big block down, Justin. Okay, pulling here would turn me into a pancake. I'll try pushing this. Oh, Christ. Oh. Well, that is interesting. Sorry, just... Don't... Slow, wall run, underwater breather. Breather? Yeah, breather. Weird. Climbing claws. Tried pull. Split saber. Double-bladed lightsaber. Push, tried that. Jedi flip. I guess I could just run over it, but... It's glowing, like I have to do something to it. Maybe I push it from this side. Yeah, there's floor there. Good, good. That was a charged one, but yeah. It's kind of what I was hoping to not do on the other side of it. Shiny wall. This is not a shiny wall. It's all concrete-y down here. Does it go right to the ceiling? No. But I can't fit down there. Oh, cameras in the walls. Don't love that. That's what the back wall of the tomb looks like, everyone. Floating in an infinite gray void. No, you can't just dodge roll in there. So, points to me for trying. Nope, it's not that I'm out of the way. Okay, I didn't think slowing it down would work, but, I did, trying it. I guess I need to get... there. This is not an in, this is an... This is not an out, this is an in. So I wasn't supposed to jump over that thing, I was supposed to go down this corridor in the other direction. It would lead me out here. I thought I saw that earlier. That wasn't actually the one marked on the map. There! Kind of pointless, but okay. Sylvian. I believe that's a word relating to elves from fantasy. Oh, wait, that's Sylvan. I'm sorry, I can't do shit to that. Like, that's just a fucking wall collapse. Oh, I can squeeze into the edge, okay. For fuck's sake. How did... How did I do that without breaking either of them? I came out of the squeeze zone, Justin, and found myself enclosed in a very small area by two vertical stalagmites. And I swung my double-bladed lightsaber and somehow shifted right between them without breaking either of them. Oh, that's a Tomb Guardian. Don't want to wake him up. Crap. else down here. Oh, I see. I need to smash this wall with a ball. Or possibly that guy. Hello. Why are there skungus down here? Let's find out. Ah! Rinsed over here. He really didn't care for having a skungus thrown at him, but it really didn't seem to bother him that much. Come on. Oh, wait, no, that's a shockwave. No! Oh yeah, that animation looks way better when he's touching the ground. Oh, the skungus are making noise. Okay, that's what that is. Let me just move you out of the way. I don't think this blows them up. Oh no, that does. But they'll come back, so that's fine. Because I see the issue here with this one being right in the way. I'm just going to go drop you. Okay! They don't like being carried. Okay, I guess that's just a wall. It just looks weird. Like I can see through that gap there. So how the fuck am I supposed to get a ball over here? Well, this looks like weird puzzle bullshit, doesn't it? Infinite drop. Precarious platforms, multiple wind tunnels pointing in all directions. Tall room. Weird mechanisms hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, this is definitely weird puzzle bullshit, and I haven't even set foot in it yet. Oh boy. Oh! Okay, that's not ideal. Is there a rope? No. I don't think sprint jumping is the answer. Given that I seem to lose the sprint momentum when I do jump. Fuck. Well. I guess there is a back way into the room, but I don't actually remember how to get there. Hang on, what's this? No, I thought there was a path leading over here, but I guess that's not what that is. Accursed Fates. But that's got to be it. I've got to be able to come in from the other direction. The thing closest to that is... Oh, it's this rope here. Okay, so I need to get to this slide. Okay. That's back out in the main room. It is weird. Ooh. Slides are such a... Wait. Am I just overthinking this? I'm gonna use the skungus to open this wall. Ah! I got really suspicious when there was a giant cliff in the way. Here's a big one. I wonder if it's health or force power. And it's on top of a pile of shattered pottery shards. Force essence.
Crafted this artifact as an offering to the wind. It was destroyed intentionally for some reason.
Ow! Offerings. Has 2 out of 3 force essence. Offerings. Remains of an ancient artifact constructed as an offering to the wind, but destroyed intentionally for some reason. Huh. A lot of these Force echoes feel like I'm picking up bits and pieces of a mystery, like they'd be clues. Except the events I'm uncovering usually took place, well, maybe not in Kashyyyk, but here especially, it's either decades, years or decades ago, maybe even hundreds of years inside of the temples. I mean, the tombs, and, I'm just kind of not getting the full picture of any of this. Like, I was expecting there to be, like, a whole narrative about how that other, selfish, was it prophets? I don't remember. The sages, that's what it was, the Zeffo sages. I thought there would be, like, a whole narrative about how he, replaced the humility and fixation on the life wind with, subservience to himself, and, disaster befell the Zeffo and then himself as a direct result of that. Oops. Got too close to the other guy. Alright. I should probably do something about that. Boy, you're tall. Doesn't feel great to break these things, I won't lie. Extinct civilization's last working gift. It's kind of a miracle, all things considered. Oh, that's what's activating the wind. I'm just trying to remember how to get there, because that's where I need to go. I got up here and drop down? There was an elevator just there, wasn't it? Okay! That would have been a fucking pancake if that had been realistic physics. There, yeah, okay. What? Heavy sigh. No! That's not what I want. Now where the fuck am I? Oh, no, just to float around. Okay, okay. This was the other thing I was trying to reach, sure. I don't think I can get down. Piss drink. Oh. Just back at the bottom of the area. Fuck. Oh, maybe it was that. Ah, yes, well. Oh, I'm trying to backwards solve puzzles that I solved ages ago. That's the really frustrating part. This get me up where I need to be? Maybe. Sorry. Well, made it to the top of the slide I was aiming at. Guess I didn't need to close that wind tunnel after all. Thanks to the double jump anyway. But we'll ride down there and get to that rope in the next episode of Let's Play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Till then, have yourselves a lovely day, Burning Dog fans. Later.